Hello, welcome. Find yourself settling into this moment, however you are, wherever you are. You're invited to close your eyes if that feels right, or simply soften your gaze, allowing the world around you to blur into the background. Take a deep breath in, filling yourself up completely, and hold it gently at the top. Now release it fully, letting everything go. Continue breathing like this for a few moments, breathing in possibility and breathing out any urgency or tension. There is a power that orchestrates the seasons, that turns seeds into forests, that moves the tides without effort. This same power flows through you and around you and as you. Today, we are exploring the art of patience and the gentle power of allowing our dreams to emerge, to manifest into our lives. As your breath finds its natural rhythm, bring your awareness to this simple truth that you are not separate from the creative force of life. The same power that grew you from a single cell into who you are now. The same force that beats your heart without you having to be aware of it is the same power and energy manifesting in your life right now. The same creative energy that coordinates cause with effect is conspiring to draw your desires to you. Feel this connection. You don't have to create it. It already exists. You are simply remembering it. Just as a seed doesn't struggle to become a tree, just as the moon doesn't have to force the tides, you are held in a process that knows how to unfold. There is nowhere else that you need to be, nothing that you need to force, nothing you need to prove. In this moment, you are exactly where the unfolding of your life needs you to be. As you rest in this awareness, you might notice thoughts arising around the things that you're waiting for, the goals you're working toward, changes you might wish would happen sooner or faster. This is natural. The mind loves to rush ahead, to check progress and dig up the seeds that we've planted to see if they're growing. But consider this. When a gardener plants seeds, they don't return the next day and dig them up to check on their growth. They understand that the digging would disturb the very process they're hoping to support. The seeds need to be left undisturbed. They need time. They need to be left to do what seeds do naturally, to germinate, take root, and grow in their own perfect timing. Your dreams are like this. Your intentions are like this. They have been planted. They are growing. But they often grow in ways that we don't always see, beneath the surface, where disturbing them may only delay their growth. Patience isn't passive waiting. It's an active trust that those dreams and wishes are growing and need time to germinate, just like the seed. There's a wisdom in knowing when to act and when to allow. Imagine brushing your teeth with an electric toothbrush. If you press too hard, trying to force it to clean better, a sensor lights up, warning you that you're pressing too hard. You're actually making it less effective. The brush works best with a gentle touch. Just enough contact, just enough presence. The tool does the work. You simply guide it. Just like the toothbrush, manifesting doesn't respond well to force. Pulling on seedlings won't make them grow faster. You can only tend to their surroundings, add water, provide light, and trust the seed to do the rest. How often in your life do you press too hard? How often do you grip your desires so tightly that you squeeze the life right out of them? How often do you mistake force for power? Think about the last time that you rushed to an appointment somewhere. You checked the clock, convinced yourself that you were late, maybe even felt a panic set in. You rushed, you stressed, maybe you even sped a little. Only when you arrived first. Sit there waiting for everyone else. All that rushing, all that anxiety, and now you're just waiting anyway. Waiting for the very people you thought that you were keeping waiting. You hurried up just to wait. We do this with our manifestations too. We push, we force, we exhaust ourselves trying to make things happen faster, only to find ourselves waiting anyway. Waiting for the circumstances to align, waiting for the right timing, waiting for all the other pieces that we can't control. What if you could skip the exhausting part and trust that you'll arrive exactly when you need to? True power is knowing when to apply effort and when to ease back, when to act and when to trust, when to steer and when to let the current carry you. Feel the muscles and tensions that are in your body right now. Force feels like tension, a clenched jaw, tight shoulders, shallow breathing. But power feels like natural alignment, more relaxation than tension, like a deep breath, an open chest, an effortless flow. Feel the tensions that you've been holding on to slowly dissipate from your body with each breath that you take and release. If you've been pushing, if you've been forcing, if you've been exhausting yourself trying to make things happen, allow yourself to let go of that tension. Feel yourself soften into the natural flow of the universal power. Allow yourself to be guided into doing what needs to be done with less strain and more trust, and to let go of what you cannot change. There's an old saying, "Don't cry over spilled milk." It's simple wisdom. What's done is done. What's spilled is spilled. No amount of worry or regret can put it back the way it was. The truth is that there are many things that have happened in your life that didn't go according to plan. Delays, detours, disappointments, mistakes that you've made, things that others did that hurt you. You can't change any of that now. It happened. But what you can choose to feel about it will affect what happens next. You can choose what you make from it. You can choose to learn. You can choose to let it inform your next step without letting it define your worth. You can always choose to make lemonade from the lemons in your life. Whatever happened before has given you information about yourself, about others, about what you truly want. You don't have to call it a blessing if it doesn't feel like one, but you can use it as fuel or motivation to create something better from it. Take a deep breath, and if you're willing, release any lingering regret that you've been carrying about how long something is taking, about the choices that you wish you'd made differently, or about the things that you wish had happened faster. See if you can say to yourself that what's done is done. I am here now, and from here, I choose what comes next. Now, in this space of trust, turn your attention to how you prepare, how you create, how you plant the seeds intentionally. There's an ancient practice in carpentry: measure twice, cut once. Patience in the preparation prevents mistakes in the execution. The measuring is the work of becoming crystal clear on what you truly desire and learning what you can about how to get there. The cutting is the inspired action that follows naturally when your intentions and next steps are clear. When you rush into action before you're ready, when you skip the inner work because you're impatient for results, you often create more work for yourself. You find yourself cutting again and again, forcing pieces to fit that just don't quite align. But when you take the time to measure, to research and read the instructions, you get clear. You feel into the desire and align your energy with it. Your preparation makes the actions simpler. The steps appear. The path reveals itself. Are you making things harder than they need to be by skipping the preparation? Are you rushing ahead without research or reading the instructions? Take a moment and breathe into that question, not to judge yourself, but simply to notice. If the answer is yes, that's okay. You're noticing it now, and in noticing, you've already begun to shift. Stepping back from the preparation, here is what's true. Not what you hope is true, but what is true right now in this moment. That everything you've set in motion is still in motion. Every intention you've planted is working itself out in ways you cannot always control and do not need to control. The universe doesn't work on your timeline. It works on a timeline of readiness. When the seed has grown, when circumstances align, when all the pieces that need to come together have found their way. Your job isn't to force the flower to bloom. Your job is to tend the soil, to show up consistently, and to trust the process. Right now, in this moment, bring to mind something that you've been waiting for, something you desire, something you're in the process of manifesting. Here's the practice. Feel gratitude for it now. Not just when it arrives. Feel it now. Feel what it means to you inside and out. Feel through every cell in your body how grateful that you are for it. Thank the universe. Thank life. Thank whatever you call that creative power for the fact that it is already in motion. Thank yourself for planting the seeds. Thank yourself for showing up, for doing your part, and continuing, even when the results seemed uncertain. Thank yourself for your patience with the process, for not digging up the seeds, for not forcing the bloom, for trusting even when you couldn't see the progress. Gratitude isn't just for what you have. Gratitude is for what is becoming. And in that feeling of gratitude, you align yourself with the very thing that you're calling in. You become the frequency of it. You make space for it to enter your life. Feel that now. Let gratitude wash through you like a warm wave. As you hold this feeling of thanks, notice what this fulfilled reality feels like in your body. Is there a lightness, a warmth, an expansion? If you can, let yourself sense one thing about this reality, perhaps a sound that you might hear, an image you might see, or simply the feeling of relief or completion or joy. Let it become real for just a moment, not as a fantasy, but as a future memory that you're touching now. As we prepare to complete this time together, practice the most powerful act of manifestation there is: letting go. Release the need to control exactly how things will unfold. Release the need to know exactly when it will happen. Release the anxiety of checking, of monitoring, of forcing. You've done your part, and you will continue to take the needed actions when the time is right. For now, let the creative power of life and intuition do its part. If it helps, imagine gathering your desire into your hands, feeling its weight, its energy. Now, place it into a beautiful, glowing orb of light. With your next exhale, release it upward. Watch it float into the sky, into the hands of the universe. is not gone. It is being orchestrated. It's being arranged. All the pieces are coming together in ways that you cannot yet see. The seeds you've planted are growing, even now, even in the unseen space where the roots form. Your patience is not passive. It's a powerful alignment with how things actually work to manifest and be drawn into your life. Everything is unfolding, even if it doesn't match the timing that you had in your mind. Place a hand over your heart and silently or aloud say to yourself, I trust the timing of my life. I release the need to force it. I allow what is meant for me to find me. And so it is. Begin again to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel yourself returning fully into this room, into this moment. And when you open your eyes, when it feels right, carry this with you. Patience is not waiting, it's trusting. Manifestation is not forcing, it's allowing. And you are not behind, you are not late, you are exactly on time for the life that is unfolding as you. Be gentle with your process. Be patient with your growth. And know that beneath the surface, in ways that you cannot yet see, everything is already happening. Your only work now is to trust and take the next steps as they reveal themselves. Let your intuition guide you. The rest is already being handled. I hope this meditation has resonated with you. If it did, would you help me to reach more people? Like on the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you do all three, it will tell YouTube to share this with more people. And if you personally know someone who could use this meditation, send it to them. You might just change their day for the better. I'm so grateful for you being here and doing this work with me. I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Until next time, trust the timing. And remember, the seeds are growing. Be patient, be kind, and be the change.